Hello, guys. Welcome back to STEM Trainers. Now, today we are going to do grade 8 to grade 10 topic that is Pythagoras theorem. So, let's start. So, first thing is in a right angle triangle, the square of the longest side is equal to sum of the squares of the two shorter sides. So, let's understand what is Pythagoras theorem. So, let's take a triangle ABC that is, you can see right angled at C. So, I have taken the lengths of the sides as A, B, and C as you can see in the figure. So now the square of the longest side. So longest side, just remember this. The longest side in case of right angle triangle is always the hypotenuse. So longest side is C. So I can say C square is equal to the sum of squares of the shorter sides. So shorter sides are A and B. So A square plus B square. So this is what is Pythagoras theorem. Now you will be using this a lot in mathematics in almost every chapter. Apart from one or two algebra chapters, you will be using this in coordinate also, calculus also, and even in quadratics also you will be using this. So lot of chapters you will be using those. So this is very important. So I hope everyone understands what is Pythagoras theorem. Now, so couple of things, as I have already mentioned, you can apply this only in a triangle, and the triangle should be right angle triangle. So these are the main conditions. So now let's see how to use Pythagoras theorem to solve questions and how the questions will come in exams. So let's try the first question. Okay, one more thing. Now you can observe in this is c square equal to a square plus b square is. So if in a right angle triangle, you know two sides, any two sides, it may be the two shorter sides or maybe one shorter side and one longest side, then you can find the third side using this theorem. So that's basically the use of Pythagoras theorem. So if two sides of right angle triangle are known, you can always find the third side. So let's try some basic questions first and then we will go to exam style questions. Okay, first question. Now a triangle is given ABC, we have to find x. X is the longest side, that is hypotenuse. So the two shorter sides are given as 3 and 4. So let's use the Pythagoras theorem in this and try to find value of x. So Pythagoras theorem says x square will be equal to 3 square plus 4 square. So x square is coming out to be, that is 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, that is 16 plus 9 is 25. So x square is 25. So x will be equal to 5. Now obviously x will be plus minus 5, but we know that as x is side of the triangle, so it cannot be negative. So I am taking only the positive answer, that is x equal to 5. So I am basically neglecting x equal to minus 5 in this. But just remember, if x square is equal to 25, then x value is plus 5 and minus 5. We will get two answers. Anyways, so my x in this case is going to be 5. So let's try the B part now. So in B part, we have the longest side 13 and we have a shorter side that is 5. So we need to find one shorter side, that is x. Okay, so let's apply the same Pythagoras theorem. So 13 square will be equal to x square plus 5 square. So 13 square is 169 and 5 square is 25. And so 169 minus 25 equals x square. So my x square is coming out to be 144. And from this again same thing, we will get x equal to plus minus 12, but we are neglecting minus 12 because x is nothing but side of the triangle. So x is 12. So that's our answer. So this is how you can apply Pythagoras theorem in basic questions. So if two sides are given, you can always find the third side. Okay, let's try some exam style questions. So first is ABCD is a square of side length 10. Find the length of the diagonals. Okay, so what we have is, we have a square. So let's take this square to be ABCD. Now it's given that its side length is 10 centimeter And we know that in square all sides are equal, so basically all sides are basically 10 centimeter. So we have to find the length of its diagonal. So what is diagonal? Joining A and C we will get one diagonal, and joining B and D we will get the other diagonal. So basically we need to find, what's the question now? We need to find length of AC and length of BD. So that's the question. Now I will be using very simple circle property, that is square property, that is all angles in a square are right angles. So that is basically this angle, this angle, this angle C, and angle D, all are 90-degree angles. So if I consider triangle, let's say if I consider triangle A, B and C. So in triangle ABC, I can see that it's a right angle triangle and right angle is at B. So AC is my hypotenuse. If AC is my hypotenuse, then the shorter sides I know 10 and 10. So I can always find the longest side. So from this I can say by Pythagoras theorem, AC square will be equal to 10 square plus 10 square. That is 100 plus 100. So AC will come out to be nothing but 200. So AC is square root of 200. That is 10 square root of 2 centimeter. And you can always convert this into, you can substitute the value of root 2 also, that is 1.414. So this will be nothing but 14.14 centimeter approximately. Now, so this is the value of AC. Now similarly, because we know in a square the diagonal lengths are equal, so AC will also be equal to BD will be equal to 14.14. Or you can use triangle ABD and then just show that BD square is equal to 10 square plus 10 square, same thing. I hope everyone understands this. Okay, so let's go to another problem. Now we have this quadrilateral ABCD. AB length is given 9, AD is given as 10, CD is given as 3. So we have to find the length of AC. Where is AC? So first I think we need to draw AC. So let's connect A and C. Okay, so this is my AC. Now what is this figure? Anyways, I mean just for knowledge, I can say AB is parallel to CD, right? So it's a trapezium. Anyways, they are not asking which quadrilateral is this, but we can answer this. Okay, so this is a trapezium because AB side is parallel to CD and obviously AD is not parallel to BC. Okay, next thing. Now, to find AC, I can see that in triangle ABC, if I have BC, let's take BC as X and let's take AC as Y. So in triangle ABC, because it's a right angle triangle, so I can use my Pythagoras theorem in triangle ABC. I can write y square, that is the hypotenuse square, is equal to sum of squares of the two shorter sides. That is x square plus 9 square. So we need the value of y, that is AC. So we need x. So we need to think how can we find this x value. Okay, so now what can we do? One thing, now the length AD is also given and CD is also given. So you have to think how to use this AD and CD to find x. So what I can think is, if I draw a line parallel to BC from D, that is if I draw a line like this, which is parallel to BC. So what will happen is, this will also be 90 degrees. I can say corresponding angles, or because this, let's take this point as E. because DE is parallel to BC. So obviously this angle will also be right angle, right? So I have another right angle triangle, that is triangle ADE. And in triangle ADE, I can say my hypotenuse is 10. Okay, so BE will also be 3 centimeter, right? And AE will be 6 centimeter because the total length is 9. So AE is 6 centimeter and this is 3 centimeter. So I have AE, so I can find DE. So basically what I am trying to say, in triangle ADE, I can write AD square is equal to AE square plus DE square. So AD is 10, so 10 square equal to AE is 6, so 6 square plus DE square. And we know that DE is nothing but equal to BC, which is nothing but my X value. So from this, I am getting my DE value as 100 minus 36 square root. So which is nothing but, this is nothing but 64 square root, which is nothing but 8. So now I have my X value, that is 8. This is also 8. So I can plug in my X value in the first equation that we got, y square equal to x square plus 9 square. So I will get my y value, that is my AC. So AC square is nothing but 8 square plus 9 square. So from this I am getting my y value as square root of, this will be 81 plus 64, which is coming out to be nothing but 12.042 centimeters. So that is my answer. So I hope everyone understands this. So there will be questions in which you will have some quadrilaterals, or you can have more than one triangle. And you might have to apply the Pythagoras theorem more than once to get your final answer. As you can see in this case, first we will find the length BC and then we will use triangle ABC to find AC. And to find BC, what we have done is we have drawn a line parallel to BC from D. And then in triangle ADE, using Pythagoras theorem, we got the value of DE, which is same as BC. So I hope everyone understands. Okay, so this is one of the exam style questions. So in exam, they will not give you the straightforward questions like this. They will not give you simply a triangle and say find x. So you might have to think a little bit, or you might have to do some construction also. Okay, so let's try one more exam style question. So find the value of x correct to one decimal place. Okay, so now two triangles are given, ABD and BDC. So some lengths are given, 5, 10, x we have to find out. Okay, so CD is given as 4. So we need to find x. Now again the same thing. If I think about x, which triangle? BDC. So in triangle BDC, I can see that my x comes. So let me first write this, what's going on here. Okay, also again same thing, we don't have the value of BD. So let's take the value of BD as y centimeter. So I can say in triangle BDC, using Pythagoras theorem, my x square will be equal to 4 square plus y square. So if somehow I get the value of y, then I can get x. Correct? So now let's think about the other triangle. What's the other triangle? In triangle ABD, what's going on in triangle ABD? ABD is again a right angle triangle. So let's use Pythagoras theorem. So I will get 10 square equals 5 square plus y square. So from this, I can directly get my y square value. So y square is coming out to be nothing but 10 square minus 5 square, which is 75. So from this you can calculate y also, but we don't need y, we need x. So we just have value of y square, so we can substitute in first equation. So from second equation, I have y square as 75. I am substituting that in first equation. So my x square is coming out to be 4 square plus y square, that is 75. So directly I can get my x value, that is square root of 91, which is nothing but up to one decimal place it will come out to be 9.5 centimeter. So I hope everyone understands. So these kind of questions are very common, in which you have to apply Pythagoras theorem more than once, maybe twice also, maybe thrice also. And when you will study trigonometry also, so there will be questions in which you can use trigonometry also and Pythagoras theorem also. So we will see that also in the next coming videos. Okay, let's try one last question. So triangle PQR has perimeter 20 centimeter. Length of PQ and QR are 7 and 4 centimeter respectively. Okay. So by calculations, deduce whether triangle PQR is a right angle triangle. Okay. So now just remember this also. Pythagoras theorem says in a right angle triangle, the square of the longest side is equal to sum of squares of the shorter sides. Also, if in any triangle, square of the longest side is equal to sum of the squares of the two shorter sides, then automatically that triangle is right angle triangle. Just remember this. So converse is also true. So now we have to check whether Pythagoras theorem holds or not for triangle PQR. So let's first find the sides. So PQ we have is 7 centimeter. So PQ is 7 centimeter. QR is 4 centimeter. But we don't have the length of PR. Okay. So now perimeter is given as 20 centimeter. What is perimeter? Perimeter is sum of all the sides of a triangle, right? So perimeter is nothing but sum of all three sides of a triangle. Okay. So now let's use this. So 20 is equal to 7 centimeter plus 4 centimeter plus PR. So from this, my PR value is coming out to be 9 centimeter, right? 20 minus 11 is 9 centimeter. So now first see which side is the longest. So obviously PR is the longest, 9 centimeter. So let's check. Square of the longest side is 9 square. That is square of longest side. So which is coming out to be 9 square is 81. So now let's find sum of squares of the two shorter sides. What are the shorter sides? 7 and 4. So 7 square plus 4 square, which is nothing but 49 plus 16. That is nothing but 65. Now as you can see, these two values are not equal. Hence, we can say, triangle PQR or PRQ is not a right angle triangle. As these two values are not equal. This is not equal to this. Hence, this triangle is not a right angle triangle. So sometimes there might be 1 mark or 2 mark question also that prove that this is a right angle triangle or prove that this is not a right angle triangle. So you can use the Pythagoras theorem to prove this or disprove this also. I hope everyone understands this. So that's all for Pythagoras theorem. And we will solve some more Pythagoras theorem questions when we will combine trigonometry with Pythagoras theorem. Thanks for watching STEM Trainers. If you like all this and if this helps you in any way, so please like and subscribe and share it with your friends.